In the spring of 2018, I had the opportunity to meet Mark Pilon, single father of Meagan, a local teen who went missing September 11, 2013. Meagan was a month away from her 16th birthday when she disappeared from the downtown core. She has not made any contact with her family in 5 years. When I first read Meagan's story, I wanted to believe that she had willingly left home and that she would eventually return on her own accord. Then, I visited Mark's home in New Sudbury and saw Meagan's nearly perfectly preserved bedroom. Her room was like an eerie time capsule into the life of a struggling teen. Her walls were decorated with now yellowed posters of popular teenage idols of her generation and snippets of poetry she had written. Meagan had aspirations of singing in a rock band. After sitting down with Mark and hearing his story, I no longer felt that Meagan was alive. Their home had a vacant, hollow feeling. The months leading up to her disappearance were difficult ones for Meagan. According to family, her behavior was sometimes erratic and unpredictable. She had made friends with an older crowd from her housing complex and was experimenting with drugs. Meagan also had fake profiles on Facebook and the popular dating website Plenty of Fish.
I don't know. She's been hiding so much from me in the last while that I didn't know which coming or going.
Mark last saw his daughter at Health Sciences North when she came by to visit him on September 3, 2013. At the time, he was recovering from major back surgery and was experiencing severe nerve pain. When she entered his room, Meagan seemed intoxicated, like she was on some kind of pills. She hugged him, said, "I love you," and promised to visit him again soon. Mark saw her from his hospital window get into a dark green muscle car. Days passed with no news from his daughter. Inevitably, Mark called the police and reported Meagan as a missing person.
Missing, and I haven't heard from her in like 3 days.
Was that unusual not to hear from her for 3 days?
Yeah.
She usually would check in with you?
Yeah, at least once a day.
Although police took his call, a detective did not come to Mark's home for almost an entire week.
No, they just took it nonchalant. Oh, it's in the system. So that's all they said. Then they showed up like 5 days later, 4 days later.
Using the hospital's only public access computer, Mark used social media in an attempt to reach out to Meagan. He also had friends and locals check to see if Meagan was in the house.
I had to get a stranger to come in and look around, see if Meagan was dead in one of the rooms somewhere.
Oh my God.
My heart was pounding that day.
When Mark eventually came home from the hospital, their home was in complete disarray. Meagan's ID and bank card were left behind.
She got pissed off or something.
Can you tell me more about the mess? It had looked like she was looking for something.
No, she just threw it. It seems like threw everything. Like the table, looks like she just went with it.
So she was angry about something.
Yeah.
Though there have been numerous supposed sightings of Meagan in Espanola, West Nipissing, and other parts of Ontario, nothing has been confirmed. When I asked Mark what he believed happened to his daughter, he responded,
One of two things. She's been pinned out and somebody killed her. She's been pinned out and she's still doing it, not by choice. Or she overdosed and they buried her because they panicked.
For the whole story and more, look for Unsolved Sudbury by Sarah May, Winter 2019.